Hello my lovely Sagittarians, welcome to your May 2020 reading. Hope this reading finds you healthy, safe and happy. This is a general reading for you my lovely Sagittarians. It's a reading for Sagittarius Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. I'd like to thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for commenting on my channel. I really appreciate your support, and I hope that this brings you some small amount of solace, joy to you. So, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a private reading from there. That's going to be specific to you. Having said that, let's get on with this reading and see what's in store for you. What do I sort of pick up for you, my lovely Sagittarians? You know, I feel like there's a little bit of confusion around you at the moment. I just feel like there's this, and for some of you that confusion is going to be stronger than others, but I feel like there's this maybe, what do I want to say? I just get a sense of uncertainty or confusion. What direction do I take? What do I do? Decisions. It could be, it's about choices and decisions, or decisions that you're needing to make at this time, and a difficulty in making those decisions. So there is a little bit of uncertainty for some of you, confusion mixed in with confusion. It's, you know, that's that sort of, I'm picking up that sort of energy there around you. So let's see if we can iron out some of that confusion and uncertainty, and let me see if I can, you know, what comes through for you, and you may find this helpful for the month of May. You're coming from a time of, I want to say, richness. You know, there's sort of happiness and growth, and you know, it's been quite good around you in the last few months. So I feel like that's been quite good. I also want to say to you that there's things that you're needing to speak about or write about. There's things that need to be clarified or cleared or gotten out as well for you in the month of May, that you're going to really feel compelled to vocalize, to articulate how you're feeling or where you're headed, or what is there's just something that needs to be written out or spoken about sitting there with you. Okay, so let's have a look at what unfolds for you for the month of May, my lovely Sagittarians. What I've got here first up is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is always about balance. It's about harmony. It's about lining up your chakras. It's about that peace. It's really about being centered. And so you're going to come into May feeling that, and if you're not feeling that, it's something that you need to work towards feeling, finding something that brings you that peace and that balance, doing some sort of, you know, working with your hands, or doing something that is making something, I want to use the word constructive. So it's something that you're doing, you're building, you're writing, you're something that brings you that peace, that you can sort of forget about everything that's going on around you and just focus on something that's going to really calm you and bring you that sort of peace, something that you enjoy doing. So it's about finding that in the beginning of May and bringing you that balance. So that's really important for you as we take off in May, to feel that balance and to feel that peace and to calm that confusion and that uncertainty that's around you. Of course, it's crossed with the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is you. It's male or female, but this is you. So it is actually, for me, reaffirming what I've just said. It's about you really working on yourself, working on the self, and really sorting out what's going on within you. Because I feel like I want to say to you, if we really sort of delve beneath the surface with you, there's things that you're feeling and sensing and confused about or worried about that you're not vocalizing, that you're not talking to anyone about. And so it really is about getting that balance back in yourself, and really maybe being able to talk to someone about it, you know, not carrying the burden of it all yourself. So really get those words out, get that, you know, in whichever way you feel you need to. But balance for you in the beginning of May is going to be absolutely crucial. It's really important that you find whatever it is that brings you that peace and that balance. You know, and it's interesting because you've got the High Priestess, and in order to really hear your inner voice, hear that, you know, feel your intuition, be guided by your intuition, be guided by your inner voice, be guided by that sense of knowing, you need to have the balance. So temperance really plays a very key role here in needing to have that balance so that you can move forward, so that you can make decisions, so that it can clarify some of that confusion that seems to be around you at the moment. So it's, and some of you may already be doing that and getting that clarity, which is absolutely fabulous. But you know, your dream life's going to become active. You're going to get messages. You're going to get in this sort of inspirational thought of these ideas are going to just pop into your head, and it's about following those things, listening to the way things are brought to you, the synchronicities that are happening around you, and being balanced enough and aware enough to see those so that you can act on them, because they're certainly there to help you through this particular phase in May. So you've got the help and you've got the guidance that you're needing in May. How does that translate? You become, you know, once you get that balance and that alignment and you vocalize what you're needing to talk about, you become the magician. And this is so, you know, this to me is so Sagittarian, you know, of being able to manifest the reality that you're wanting around you, to bring in the opportunities that you're seeking. You create those by your thought patterns, by positive thinking, by really knowing on an emotional level what it is you're seeking and what it is you're wanting and the direction you're wanting. So we need to clarify and get rid of any confusion that may be there for some of you. For all of you, it just depends where you're sitting too, but I just feel like getting that alignment, getting that balance, getting that harmony, it's going to, and really connecting with your inner self or your guides, the universe, whatever it is for you, God, you are able to create the reality that you're wanting to create. And the magician creates by having a balance of all the elements. All the elements, the water, you know, the cups, the swords, the wands, the pentacles, you know, all the elements are balanced, and you are then able to create and bring to you what you're needing. It's there for you, and you will start seeing it come through for you by week 2 of May. It's really going to start falling into place. But you need to balance out those fears, that anxiety, the confusion, whatever it is that is going through, bring that into alignment and understand that everything you need is there and it's going to be provided for you. It is there to be, and it is being offered to you. You just need to balance yourself, bring yourself into alignment, do something that is going to help you, you know. And you know, when we cook or garden or build or whatever it is, paint, whatever it is that you want to do, that also helps you to balance your chakras and allow that universal energy to flow through you. That becomes really important for you. That becomes really important for you. And as we continue to proceed here, you've got the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords, this is about, you know, this is about self-deception. This is about someone operating behind the scenes that doesn't have your best interests at heart. Someone that wants you to do what they want you to do and not what you want to do, and that might be adding to your confusion. So it's about identifying that and really, and I feel like it will come, you'll work it out. You'll recognize it. You'll recognize if there's someone around you that doesn't have your best interests at heart, or there's someone around you that's trying to manipulate the situation to get you to do what they want you to do, it's about you not being self-deceiving and really looking at things for what they are. So there may be things that you want to iron out, there may be things that you want to rectify, there may be things that aren't working for you that you need to look at with honesty and clarity to be able to deal with them. But there's also, but just be aware, if you've got a project that you're wanting to launch, if there's something that you're wanting to do, maybe play your cards a little bit close to your chest, because not everyone has your best interests at heart. This is about week 3 in May, so just be mindful. Let's see who that might be. Let me just draw another card for you. But, you know, sometimes it's self-deception. We just don't want to admit things. We don't want, because then if we admit them, we have to deal with it. So what is it that you're hiding or that you don't want to deal with? And so you're pretending that it doesn't exist. You know, it's about self-reflection. It's about, see, this is about balance again too. It's about going within. It's about self-exploration. It's about being reflective. It's about time out to really think about things. So it may be some stuff that needs to come up from the past for you, that you need to process and that you need to be honest with yourself about, so that you can set it straight, so that you can move forward unburdened and in balance and in harmony. Are you working against what your best interests are, what you want to do? You know, sometimes when we're doing something because somebody else wants us to do it, but we don't feel comfortable about doing it, it's just something there that is just not working, it's just not making you feel good. Is there something that's around you that is like that, something that needs to be addressed and looked at with honesty? Because, you know, that then sometimes leads to decisions and choices that you don't really want to make, you want to avoid. So let's be honest here. Let's bring that balance in. May is going to be really important for that, because there is planning. Make sure you don't build castles in the air, though. Keep your dreams and plans and goals realistic. Don't go off and make plans that are not going to be achievable. Keep them achievable. Make them, they've got to be practical, so that there's a lot of opportunities there that are coming up for you. I feel like someone's going to come and offer you an opportunity. Maybe that's that deception. Maybe that's what you need to hold back on and really sort of, how does it sit with you? What's your gut telling you? Make sure that, you know, these opportunities that are coming to you are satisfactory to you, are practical to you. They're not castles in the air. They're not, you know, people just sort of, you know, full of hot air giving you, you know, all these different plans. Oh, let's do this and let's do that. Really investigate them and see how grounded they are, how practical they are, and how they work. And it's in that grounding of yourself and in that alignment of yourself that you're going to be able to work that out. Okay, so, and you do. And it may have something to do with the deception, but here you've got the 8 of Cups, and there's something that you're going to walk away from in May. There's something that you're going to turn your back on. Someone, something, a situation. It could be a work, it could be a job that you've just had enough. It's time to walk away from, that you want to do things differently. It might be you're turning your back on past behaviours and attitudes, cycles that you have that keep repeating in your life. It's time to put that to rest. It's time to walk away from that. So there's something or someone that you're turning your back on, but you're doing it. You're ready to walk away from a situation that's not working for you, someone that is not working for you. It could have to do with this deception that's coming up, and with self-reflection and connection within the self and following your inner voice. You're going to work out what that is. And it's about keeping, you know, all the hopes and dreams that you had. Let's keep your thoughts practical. And that leads to you ready to up and walk away from something. Up and walk away from how you've been behaving, or attitudes you've got towards something, or cycles you've been locked into. Time to reassess. So it's going to really be a month of reassessing, and it's so important for you to be balanced and find that inner voice and inner clarity in the choices and decisions you're making. That will really clarify that confusion that I was talking about initially. because what it leads to is a whole lot of new learning. It's a whole new start. It's a whole new way of doing things. It's a whole new way of looking at things. It's new knowledge and skills. So it could be to do with work. You're moving into a new line of work, a different line of work. It could be while you're in isolation that you're doing a course online. There's new study that opens up new opportunities. There's a new business that you want to launch that opens up new opportunities. So it's a time of new opportunities and a new start here for you. And that's something that you have given a lot of thought to, which is going to be really beneficial for you. It's a really good place to be. So the culmination of what goes on in the beginning of the month really falls into place for you. There's a clearing up of situations that then opens up new beginnings for you and a new clarity, new choices, new decisions, new opportunities for you to choose from, to move forward. I just see you walking ahead, walking forward, moving from one situation to another situation. That's what I'm seeing here. You're moving ahead and you're moving forward from one situation to another situation that's going to be better for you, better suited for you, where you're going to find joy and happiness and peace and tranquility as well in what you're doing. So it's more you're happier about where you're going and what you're doing. For some of you, it's to do with the work and the career that you've chosen to do, and there's a change coming for that. For some of you, it's in a relationship or people that you have around you where you're moving on, moving forward, moving up. There's new study that's involved here for some of you. There is the written word, spoken word is going to be of great importance for you in May. So really be aware of that, be aware of the change. But most importantly, it's about you finding that inner balance and peace, that processing of the mind, that sorting out and lining up what your thoughts are and what direction you're wanting to move in. Very, very important. So that's... So, Sagittarians, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance card to see, cards or deck, to see what are your affirmations, what advice is being given to you to sum up, there it goes, to sum up your month of May. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. And that's very much what I get with this reading. It's about you being balanced, and those obstacles and blocks and confusion are going to be lifted away. So all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. That's exactly what we were talking about in your reading. So there's some wonderful advice for you. Excellent. That's really good. I'm going to now draw a card from my deck of Dreams of Gaia, which is a beautiful tarot deck, and I just feel like it's really appropriate because, you know, Gaia's sent us all to our rooms because we've been naughty. Oh, that flew out. And let's see what words of wisdom and loving support that she gives you. You have got the King of Air, the King of Air, and this is about discipline. It's about seeking advice from someone that you respect. It's about it's being commanding. It's a command. The King of Air is commanding. The kings of any suit give commands and orders and expect them to be followed. So it's about being commanding. It's about being balanced. It's about being commanding to the universe, knowing what's going to come through. It's about abundance. It's about confidence, and it's about strength. And so that's what's coming through for you in May. Absolutely. It's the thought processes. So it's not about, you know, the wands or that fiery element that's in Sagittarius. It's about just let's think, let's process here. You know, the air, the King of Air is the suit of swords in the traditional tarot. So it's about what are you learning, being commanding in wisdom. In wisdom. There's an, you know, an eagle there, a white eagle, you know, very spiritual, very in what is wise, looks at things before answering, before giving advice, really weighs things out in that sense of calm. So that's really good advice. Good advice. I hope this reading has been beneficial for you, my lovely Sagittarians. I wish you health and safety and being balanced in this time of, you know, change for everyone. And I wish you many, many blessings. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. So I wish you many blessings. Stay safe and healthy.